Journey to the Savage Planet. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Welcome to the Pioneer Programme. As the newest recruit of Kindred Aerospace, the fourth best interstellar space exploration company, your job is to determine if the planet ARY-26 is fit for humans. You may be short on equipment and experience, but you'll figure it out. Before I get into the review, guys, which I recorded 2 days ago, so it'll sound slightly pitched different to what I'm going to say now, because this is like tonight, now. The reason I'm putting this bit at the beginning of my video is because it needs saying. It's not going to be pleasant hearing for some people, but it's the truth, and the truth needs to be said. My review is 2 days later than pretty much everybody else's. I got a press key the same as everybody else did, which is very rare for me, as you'll probably know. But the developers have confidence in this product, and rightly so, because it is a good game, as you'll find out if you watch my review. However, there is a big problem on the PC version, specifically with co-op. And so the embargo was like this. You can release your review on the Monday, provided you don't talk about any of the co-op bugs that are on the PC version of the game, or you can wait till the embargo is lifted and then you can tell everybody about all the bugs that are in co-op, but there is a patch actually coming to fix it all. Does it surprise you that every mainstream game reviewer that I could find chose to release their review on the Monday? So they were obliged not to mention all of the co-op bugs that I'm about to talk about. It seems they chose the dollar over integrity. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's obvious. If you release a game review before the game's released, you will get twice as many, sometimes 4 times as many views, which translates into a lot of money. By calling yourself a game reviewer, don't you have an obligation to the gamer to bring them the most honest review of that game by actually playing the fucking game and telling them what's wrong with it? I guess that only applies to me, because everybody else, and you can look at their reviews, all the ones that came out before today, not one of them is about to tell you what I'm about to tell you on PC co-op. It's disgusting. Let's get on with it. Co-op on this game is broken if you play it on the PC. The problem is, if you both die, and you will, when you respawn back in your spaceship, whoever was linked to the host will not be able to move, and you will have to log out of the game and re-invite them. Sometimes you have to shut the game right down. Also, on boss fights, not all of them, it seems to be random. Again, as a host, you'll be fine, but the person who's joined your game, and it isn't jump in, jump out, you have to invite them through a menu at the beginning and actually specifically select co-op game. But on the final boss, for example, my co-op partner totally was glitched out, unable to participate in it. We reloaded it, then they were able to participate in it, but then it glitches again after that. So it's kind of hit and miss on that. Other times as well, when playing around on certain areas, certain maps, especially in biomes 2 and 3 and 4, there was co-op glitches again. My partner got totally stuck, was unable to move again, and every time this happens, you have to restart the game. And it's annoying. It's frustrating. Now, it's not game breaking, because we did, as a duo, complete the entire game. And we did have fun in co-op. Co-op is still fun in this game. But the game has launched now, and there is no day one patch as of yet, and it's been 2.5 hours since the game released, and I have to go and do my review now because I can't hold on any longer because I've got other things to do. Now, I'm convinced it's going to get fixed, and it isn't a game breaker, but you do need to understand, if you are buying this game for co-op, and a lot of yous will be, that is a current problem with the game. Now I'm going to get on with the review, which I recorded on Sunday, so enjoy. First up is the graphics, guys. It looks really good. It looks really nice, this game. I'm not going to nitpick with the graphics. It is what it is. There you go. Have a good look. It ran fine as well. No problems whatsoever graphically. Sound-wise, I kind of hated the music to start with, but it's very sparse in the game anyway. But it's all right. It's nothing to write home about. The sound effects are a bit shit on the guns. But the actual monsters are hilarious, and the voices are brilliant. The little voice of, I think it's Echo, the little robot that kind of tells you what you have to do. She's very sadistic, cruel, and hilarious at the same time. Reminded me very much of Portal.
Just remember you did your best. It wasn't very good, but it was your best.
So the sound, yeah, the voices is good. Apart from the guns, I think most of the sounds in the game are pretty decent as well. You start on this planet in a crashed spaceship, and you have to decide whether or not it's inhabitable for humans. To do that, you have to scan everything. You have a scanner, you go out on little missions, and you scan things and then get materials and come back to the ship where they'll be analysed, and then your employees, Kindred Aerospace, will tell you what you have to do about that. Go out and get more is the name of the game, really. Now, this is where the fun kind of begins, because the more stuff you bring back, the more you can craft. The more you can craft, the more fun you have. I didn't really enjoy the first hour and a half of this because I didn't have anything really fun to do. Yeah, you can kick these cute little aliens into horrible meat-eating, grinding plants. It's fun. It never really gets old, to be honest. But you don't have much equipment. You've got a basic jetpack, a basic grapple, a basic gun, hardly any hit points and hardly any stamina, so it's kind of boring. But as you go out and start killing things and collecting things and doing missions and finding these very rare gems around the place that you have to bring back, you can then start crafting the fun stuff. And the fun stuff really begins, like I mentioned just before, with the advanced grappling hook. Once you get the advanced grappling hook, the game changes completely. You can go to places you just could only dream of going before. You can chain together shit tons of like grappling moves, fly across the terrain. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's very, very dangerous as well, because getting to some of the places is bloody hard. And when you get there, you kind of shit yourself because you think, have I got to go back? Have I actually got to go back? Please be a teleporter up here. A teleporter is like a fast travel point, and you can fast travel straight back to your base. And my goodness, you look for them. You need them in this game, because some of the places you get to are so hard and so kind of painstakingly kind of perilous that when you get to the top, you think, please be a teleporter. And I like that. I like that suspense, the draw of getting there, and the oh shit moments getting there, and the kind of euphoria when you find that teleporter and you get the gem and you've got loads of stuff to upgrade. Because if you die, you drop all your stuff. Basically, you can go and get it back from your backpack where you died if you're capable of, but you will lose it if you don't. So you get it all back to your ship, you craft new better stuff, like I said, better jetpacks, you can charge it up a few times, you get these advanced grappling hooks and things like that, ricochet bullets if you wanted, improved visors. There's a whole host of stuff that you can get. Unfortunately, only one gun, which is a bit shit, but you can upgrade it multiple times and you can put, like I say, ricochet bullets on it and a charged shot. The actual wildlife on the planets is very limited as well. A lot of variations of the little puffer bird or whatever the hell it is. It looks like an angry bird, which you just kick around the place, really. There's different variations of that. However, there are predators out there, and there's quite a few different types of predators, and there's some boss fights. The predators aren't really hard to kill once you gear it up. You get these little electricity things that you pick them off plants. You can carry loads of stuff, to be honest with you, that you can throw with your left hand, and these will electrocute it, and when they're electrocuted you can then shoot the glowy things. It's one of them games where you shoot the glowy thing and that kills the bosses and any other thing that is pretty much aggressive towards you. Sometimes you might have to expose the glowy things by using explosives, but at the end of the day, it's shoot the glowy thing. Now the boss fights, I can't remember how many I've done, but I have killed the final boss in the game. None of them are really hard. Frustrating some of them are, but none of them I would say really hard. Pretty easy, but enjoyable all the same. I don't know what it is. It's just enjoyable, the game. Once I got past the first hour and a half, I kind of enjoyed everything that I was doing. I wanted to go out there. I was dying to get out there with my new equipment and find more and more of these rare gems that you can use to actually upgrade your weapons. I wanted to get more resources. I wanted to get to places that looked really hard to get to, and kind of work out how will I get up there. They're a puzzle in themselves, just trying to get to some of the places. It's one of them. If you like exploration, and I do like exploration, if you like exploration, you'll like this game. Sometimes when you get to where you're going, you might be greeted with a very savage monster there, but that's part and parcel of the fun. But like I say, that once you once you kit it out, it's a bit too easy when you kit it out with everything. When you're carrying 5 explosives, 5 electrocution things, you're carrying 5 of your little throwy stars that will allow you to grapple to places that you wouldn't normally be able to get to. You've got sticky stuff that you can throw down. You've got bait to lure monsters towards the bait, where then you can throw sticky stuff at them to stick them to the floor, then throw an explosive at them to blow them up, or you can throw acid at them to melt them. There's all kinds of ways you can kill the monsters in this game. There are some difficult areas though that aren't so much difficult because there's a nasty big monster there, but simply because trying to find some of the things you've got to find while under constant fire can be very hard. And just before the big end boss fight, we were stuck for about half an hour trying to find this place, and I eventually found it, and we got through to the boss fight. So it's one of them exploration kind of look for clues, follow the trail of things. I don't want to give too much away, but you've got to use your head a little bit. Some of the puzzles are quite kind of head scratching, but fun all the same. Now I'm going to thumb this game up simply because I had a lot of fun playing it right through to the end, and then after I killed the last boss, I still wanted to go out and get other upgrades, find little secrets, traverse to places that I'd never been before to see what's there. It's just a fun exploration game, and I also enjoyed it in co-op. Now co-op, as I've already mentioned, has all the problems, but it didn't stop us completing the game in co-op. It was a bit finicky because sometimes we had to keep reloading the game, but we didn't lose any of our progress because of the co-op. So it isn't game breaking, it's just bloody annoying. So it's going to lose a little bit of a mark for that, and I am marking this game out of 10 at the end of this video. So as I say, it's a $23.99 game. It's on the Epic Games Store, but you can buy it from Green Man Gaming. It's 11% off there at the minute as well. So if you click the link in the description below this video, that'll take you there, and I'll get a little bit of commission as well. So there you go, guys. That is Journey to the Savage Planet. It's a fun platformy action adventure game, if you like. It does work in co-op despite all the bugs, and it is a really fun single player experience as well.